Deja, you are that girl. I know you see me. Can you see me? KP, I know you see me calling you, girl. Ooh, KG, that was cute. Yes, ma'am, KG. I know this service is working. I have Verizon Wireless. Our service don't break down. No. Yes, Janae. Work me, Janae. You have an incoming call, girl. Answer the phone. Now. Hey, Tailyn.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
I'm
good.
hoping you staying safe, child.
Yeah, I am.
Baby,
I have to.
I need you to stay safe. So I wanted you to come on here because I wanted people to understand your story. I want people to hear your story. So what I want you to do is go ahead and introduce yourself.
Okay, so my name is Tailyn Smith. I'm a graduating senior this semester. You may know me from Dancing Dolls. I came in 2015. I'm also a member of the Beta Psi chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha at Southern University, and that's me.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So before becoming a dancing doll, what other dance experiences did you have?
I did some studio training here in Baton Rouge. I danced in middle school and high school. I was on my dance team at McKinley High School, Pantherettes.
Yes, ma'am.
And I also did 2 productions with Debbie Allen. She used to come down here in Baton Rouge and do productions, so I did 2 productions with her. Yeah.
Okay. So as far as being a Pantherette, like, how was that experience?
It was very fun. I would say it was very different from now. They have much more exposure. Their uniforms are better. Like it's more put together now.
Right.
But it was definitely fun. We was still like the it girls at school. Like I definitely enjoyed it. It was definitely a good experience.
Yes, ma'am. So I mean, as far as Pantherette, how was it going from a Pantherette to a doll? Was it a smooth transition?
No, because doll style is not smooth from whatever style you're used to. But I would say that not that I had an advantage, but I just feel like with me growing up in Baton Rouge and being around people who were dolls like Kayla and Danny, like I kind of looked at them, so I kind of like had not an insight, but I just feel like
you kind of knew what to expect.
I related to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. Okay, so what made you want to become a dancing doll?
So honestly, first I thought I was going to LSU. I always wanted to be a nurse, but I thought I was going to LSU. But then I went to Baton Rouge High School in my freshman year, and we didn't have a dance team there. So like I was still dancing, but not like majorette style.
Right.
But I still knew what doll was. But then when I went over to McKinley, and then I got into that lane, and so I started looking at college videos and stuff, and I think it was the video with April, what Stranger in My House video.
Ooh, baby.
And I was like, period.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to Southern, and I'm gonna try out for dancing dolls.
Yes, ma'am. Oh. Now she ate that.
Yeah.
She ate that.
I love that video.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah, she ate that. So, in your eyes, what is a doll? What is a dancing doll?
So, in my eyes, a dancing doll is way more than just dance. Like, you don't have to be the best dancer to be a doll. Some people might feel like, oh, she's a dancer. Like, she's a great dancer. Why didn't she make it? Or, but I think, I don't know if you notice, but I see it like whenever you see a doll, somebody who made the team, when you look at it, it's just something. It's just that little spark.
Right.
And I just feel like it's personality, it's how you carry yourself, because you are you represent the school wherever you go, even after you graduate, so it's definitely your personality, how you carry yourself, and the talent.
Right. So how was your first tryout? Like, were you nervous? Like, what were you feeling?
I definitely was nervous. I spent the night at my friend's house. I feel like I didn't know if I had it because you just never know what they're looking for.
Right, exactly.
But I still went in there knowing that I had the ability to make it. So I think once I got in there and started dancing, I wasn't nervous at all. But yeah, it was an experience.
But what was your feeling like once you actually made the team? Like, how did you feel? Like, did you feel accomplished? Like,
yeah, so once I made the team, I did feel accomplished. It was a very, very long night. I don't think we left till like 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. So, and whenever I was sitting in the room with the finalists, I was looking around the room like, dang, all these girls are beautiful. Like, I got some competition, and so it made me feel good to know that I was able to stand out, you know, in between all these beautiful girls and all these talented girls. And you know, it was still a moment because in 2015, it was a sad moment. And, you know, we lost some great dolls. Yeah. But I still had to feel accomplished and feel good knowing that I still was able to make it and be a part of the legacy.
Hey, you did what you had to do, baby.
Thank you.
How would you say your first tryout is different from your last tryout? Like what did you do differently?
Let's see. I honestly, for my first tryout, I was more focused on proving my talent and proving that, you know, I can, you know, dance with these other dolls and everything like that. For my last tryout, I was like, I know I'm a doll, you know, like I got the style, like I know that I'm going to stand out in front of, you know, all these other girls, but my concern was making sure that it was known that I was humble, that I was there, I wasn't, you know, cocky or anything, and that basically just knowing that my personality and that I still deserved my spot on the team. That was my mindset wasn't more so of the dance part, it was more of myself.
Right.
For my last tryout.
Okay. What was your crabbing experience like under KP?
Amazing. It was amazing. Kayla is such a beautiful person inside and out. Like, she's definitely like a mom figure in the sense that she gonna let you know what you did wrong. She's gonna correct you, but it's gonna be from a genuine place, and she's gonna let you know why. And she's always gonna come back with, I'm doing this because I love you, I want you to get better, but it's still like very stern. Yeah. So that's why I respect her so much.
Yeah, because it seems like she's very hands-on.
She is.
Yeah, like very hands-on. She'll tell you, you know, what it is, and you'll just have to correct it.
Right, yeah.
What do you think crabbing taught you?
Definitely was something Kayla always used to tell us was, you're a woman first. So I definitely, I was 18 when I got on the team. I was a freshman, of course, and I was around Kayla and Connor and Danny Lingford. They were all so much more not grown. They were
older.
Still in college, but they were older, much more mature.
Right.
So I feel like definitely I grew as a dancer, but I also grew as a woman because I was on the team with people who were like on their stuff all the time.
Oh yeah.
In the doll room and out the doll room. So I feel like
they were really good examples though, too.
They were.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Outside of KP, what other doll took you under their wing to help mold you?
I would definitely say Maya and Connor. So Connor, my freshman year, she was my big sister. So we sat on a bus together. I kind of looked at her, the way she moved her body, because we have similar bodies. And also Maya, I knew Maya before Southern. We went to middle school together in high school. So she was always a big sister, and she was always there to motivate us and to help us. Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. In 2016, you were considered an upperclassman. Who did you take under your wing?
2016. Let me see. Who was my little sister? I can't even remember who I was supposed to be with, but really it was all of them. It was with my crowd, with 15, we kind of like tried to talk to all of them because it was less of them. So we just kind of basically really took all of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And try to give them examples and stuff like that.
Did you feel like it was like, being that you were an upperclassman, did you feel like it was your responsibility to like kind of help somebody?
Yeah. I mean, of course, the captain, you know, they're going to have you let the captain kind of mold them because that's the team and they have a vision for, you know, how they teach and stuff like that. But as an upperclassman, I do feel like I have the responsibility because, you know, they still looked up to us and they watched us. So I feel like I have to be an example.
Exactly. Yeah. In your own words, how would you describe the evolution of the dolls between you coming in as a freshman to now you being an upperclassman? Like, basically from milk to like more so in your face.
Yeah. So honestly, it definitely has changed. The style is still the same, but it definitely has evolved.
Right.
And I really kind of feel like it evolved right before I left. I think that was 2017. I really feel like that it kind of started to shift because honestly, whoever is in the front, whoever is leading, that's kind of how the team is going to shift. So however the person in front of you dances and how they kind of like put together different catch-ons or how they put things together, you're not, without even trying, you're gonna kind of dance like that.
Right.
And the team is gonna mold like that.
Exactly.
So with Danny being in front, you know, from Kayla being more milky and soft, and then Danny is kind of more edgy and stuff like that. I feel like whenever she became captain, it kind of shifted. So in 2016, it was still in between, but I think in 2017, it kind of really got, yeah. So it was cool. I like both styles.
I do too. I really love the in your face doll too because it's just like, I just love it. It's just something about it.
I like the mix. I like the mix where, you know, it's like you start off and then you have that one little count in the catch-on. Be like, and then it go back to milk. Like, I like that.
What were your thoughts on Liberian Girl? Because I know Danny, she told her side. Like, what was your vision? Because you were the only one to get up.
Yeah. So honestly, I really think me and Taneria was the only ones who did what we were supposed to do. And I think some people think that I messed up, but I really thought I seen so we do a call, and sometimes we are in front of a football game. Right. So some of us, we be into the football game. We might be looking, and then the band will like play something, and you know, we all make mistakes. We're human. Right. So I just feel like everybody missed the call. I so happened saw it, and so I got up and I started dancing, and I'm just like, wait, I'm the only one dancing, so I'm like, okay, maybe I missed something. Yeah. And then I just hear Jordan like, just get up, everybody get up. I'm like, okay, whatever, and I just start getting up. So I didn't really even think of it as a thing until after I saw the video. Baby. But I mean, that wasn't the first time nobody got up. I think Connor, we did the same thing with Connor, but maybe it just wasn't recorded. I don't know.
But they make a big, the fans make a big deal out of everything, child.
I just think sometimes they just need to realize that we are human, and dancers mess up all the time. It's just we are recorded live,
that's true. That's definitely true. How was it dancing under Maya for the Bayou Classic?
It was very emotional for me. It was a lot going on in my head whenever the Bayou Classic. I was so happy. I was sad because, of course, Danny wasn't able to finish her Bayou Classic, so that was a whole thing. Right. But then it was also like, wow, being able to see what Maya could have brought to the team the following year, and being that she was the last crab of her class and that she's leading, and I just always saw a leader in Maya. Yes. And I just feel like I was so close to her. I was just so happy to be behind her dancing. So I was just in the moment. Like, it was...
let me tell you, Maya was that girl.
Yeah, she is, because she just does it so effortlessly. Yes. Like, she just let it flow. And you definitely feel the energy from that.
Yeah. Did you ever desire the opportunity to become a dog captain?
Um, it was never. I mean, it was never a desire. Like I never went in like I want to be captain. Like this my spot. Like this what I want to do. I always was like I'm just gonna do what I have to do, and if somebody saw something in me to be captain and lead, then I would be like, of course. Like why? But I was never. It was always like I knew that whoever led within my class, we were all would be good. Like, and it would be because we would help each other. It would never be one person. But I'm not really a person to like be shined on that much. I kind of like I don't. You know, sometimes I kind of shy away in the back, and sometimes that might not be a good thing. But if I was in front, like, yeah, that would have been cool too.
Baby, because when you led, when was that? You led for, I think that was 2017.
It was the last home game, 2017.
Yeah, you did that, baby. Oh,
it was, you know, it was just kind of like at first because we knew that we were gonna lead. But we didn't know when, we didn't know what song, nothing like that. It was just like, come down. So whenever I heard the song, I'm like, oh, bet. I like, okay. Yeah. So I'm just like, I was like, let me just get up. I didn't want to do no call. I was just like, let me just have fun because you really never know when it's the time you go do it. So
you got to have fun with it. You have to have fun with it.
That's how I always thought. I never thought too deep into it. It's just get up and dance.
So you weren't nervous or anything?
Like, I was a little nervous only because sometimes the only reason why I would ever be nervous is because of videos and like comments, like live in person, people in front of me. I'm not really that nervous. Sometimes I might get nervous before, but once I start dancing, it kind of just goes away. Yes. But the only thing that be kind of nerve-wracking is like what people would say. But sometimes you got to get out of that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
they go say something bad.
If you did get the opportunity to become captain, like what are some things that you would have implemented?
Let me see. I don't know. I know one thing. It has nothing to do with actually the team. One thing that I really would have liked to do was to do something with like, I don't know, kind of reach out more into the community because we have such a big platform. Yes. And I just feel like sometimes like we ourselves can take the initiative to like do something because I just feel like with us doing it ourselves without any like other people, we'll get more out. But you know, I probably would have, I don't know, I would want the team to be very, very close, like super close. You know, it's us against everybody. Like kind of like that.
So what are your thoughts on the less is more comment? Because a lot of people, I think people misconstrue what you guys were saying. So what are your thoughts on that?
So the less you mean is like a doll, like with dolls, doll. Period. Yeah. So I just feel like less is more. That has got us to where we are now. Right. So I just feel like whenever you watch somebody and it's just like the less that they try is like the more you want to watch. Because it's just like you look like you're not doing nothing. But
you're doing everything.
You're really doing something. And it's crazy because people think that dancing soft and milky is easy, and it's not. Because you really have to know your body. You got to know how to roll, where to roll from. It's like musicality, too. Yes. So I just feel like less is more is harder than, like, just, like... Because sometimes you just want to go hard. Like, you hear a beat and you be like, okay, I want to go hard. Right. But it's just like, you know, you just chill it out and just ride the beat. Yeah. It looks like you're doing more.
That's true, though. That's definitely true, though. Being that you were one of the more thicker dolls, did you feel any type of insecurities? Or did you feel like you had to fit in with the image?
Okay, so... I didn't feel like I had to fit in within the team. Like, the team always used to, like, boost up. Yeah. Like, me kind of like, gang, y'all fine, look, whatever like that. But being that I always kind of been, like, thick in the hips and stuff like that. It's always been in the back of my mind, like, you can't get big, like, you gonna get big. And because I'm a dancer and I wear short things, I'm always showing my body. That is always in the back of my mind. And, you know, sometimes, like, when people say, or it look like she getting a little thick today, like, anybody, I feel like that's very, I don't want to say disrespectful, but it's downing to a dancer, because definitely. Our body is our art, and we use our body to perform and to do things. So we are subconscious about it. Like, sometimes I was, but I had to realize, like, I go back on pictures and I was like, I wasn't even that big, and I'm like trying not to eat and stuff. Like, so, you know, it's just sometimes it messes with your head, but you gotta.
But hey, look, you were beautiful, okay? Baby.
Thank
you. Beautiful, okay?
Thank you.
Which did you like the most? Did you like being in the front, or did you like being in the back, on the back row?
Let me see. I think I liked being on the front because I was next to my craft sister. I was next to Jordan, and I feel like we had like a little connection whenever we dance, so we kind of like feed off each other energy. So I really liked being next to Jordan. In the back, it was cool too. I feel like it was a cool position. I guess I think I like the front.
Okay.
Definitely.
Now, when it comes to you being moved from the front to the back to that middle spot, did you feel like you had a bigger responsibility? Did you feel like you had a more of a limelight in that spot? Because, baby, you solidified that spot. Okay? You really, let me tell you, you really solidified that spot, because it's just like, you got Jada, Tailyn, that's really molding that spot. Like, you really put shine to that spot. So, go ahead. I'm sorry. I had to.
No, thank you. Well, I guess whenever I was put in that position, it really wasn't a thing, because in 2016, I think Micah was in the middle. And then whenever we started doing the different calls and stuff, so then I was able to like dance by myself or some stuff, or able to like go first on some things. So it wasn't really like I'm in the middle, I need to do my thing, because it really wasn't a thing. The only spots that was kind of like the thing was like the ace and tail.
Right.
So I guess the middle spot is now, you know, being like, because you get to dance by yourself and stuff. But you know, it was cool whenever she did the call and I was able to end out the song by myself and do what I wanted to. So, yeah, I did like that spot.
Yeah, it's like you solidified that spot. Okay. What was your favorite part about being a doll?
Really performing. Like, you know, it's hard work learning the captions, learning the dances, the field shows and stuff like that. But then, like, whenever you get out there and you see all the people cheering and like just being like in Mumford Stadium and stuff, it's like a different type of feeling. And then Bayou Classic is my favorite part of being
Lord.
because it's just like, I can't even explain it. Like, walking in Bayou Classic, Battle of the Bands, like, that whole experience is just amazing.
Yeah. So each year, a girl on the dance team, they always try to do something differently each year. What is something that you try to, you know, what are some personal goals you set for yourself each year?
So I would have to say, so my first year, I wasn't trying to set no goals. I was just
trying to get it.
Just trying to do what I had to do. And then the second year, I kind of just wanted to be more like womanly. I didn't really you really don't get into your style until your second year. Like, because you're just still just trying to get to know your body and the style your first year. So the second year and really the third year, I was just really trying to grow as a dancer. I was trying to be more mature in the way that I danced. And that was basically my thing. And to just like, I didn't want to get into the thought of, because with the doll and with the fan base that we have and like the views that we get, it's easy to be like, I'm gonna do this way so people can like me this game.
Right.
Or I'll do this like this so people can like be like, oh, she's my favorite. I get more comments, more likes.
Right.
And I was just really like, I don't want to be that dog. Like, I don't want to be that dancer. I want to get up here and I just want to dance because, first of all, I made the team. I know that I'm a doll and I'm going to do what I have to do. And I'm going to just let the music move me and like be in good energy.
Yeah, you have to think like that. Yeah.
That was basically my goals, like the whole year, each year.
Yeah, you have to think like that because the comments can really get to a lot of people.
It can, and it can change you. It can make, because if some people say like, oh, she's going too hard, then you be like, okay, well, maybe I need to smooth it out. But if that's not you, it's not going to look like you, and you're not going to have fun doing it because you're trying to look like something else that you're not. And so that's why I never wanted to do that.
Yeah. During 2017 parade, you implemented the snake formation. What made you want to do that?
So I don't think I implemented that.
Oh, really?
No, I think we definitely did that before. Maybe it just wasn't caught on camera.
Probably.
So, because I think Jordan did and I think Danny did it one time, but we also did that in McKinley too. So I think like just me in the parade, I was like, oh, let's just do the little snake thing. But I don't think I implemented that. Yeah, I think we always did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you guys come up with so much material in 2017? It's like y'all came up with just everything. Was it more so of like a Danny, or was it more so of like a majority thing?
I think it was Danny. Yeah. Because normally we bring new catch-ons in for like big games, the big first game, Jackson State, Bayou Classic, Homecoming, or we might put in one or two here and there. But I think from what I remember, I think Danny wanted to kind of bring something new each game. Yeah. And so we just came in and we were just like, cool, all right, that's fine. Yeah. So we just brought in stuff here and there and we kind of put something each game.
Y'all had so much stuff though.
We did.
Yes.
We did.
What would you say is the most memorable doll moment?
For dolls or for me?
For you.
It's so many.
Yeah.
It's so many. I would probably have to say marching into Bayou Classic Battle of the Bands the first year, because like I said before, that's like marching in or strutting into Mumford is one thing, but the dome, the classic, like I think that's when it hit me like, wow, I'm really here, like I'm doing what I love and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, I would say that. I would say like freshman year.
Yes ma'am. If you've received any negative comments, how did you deal with it? Like, what did you have to do to like just take your mind off of it?
Okay, so the first year I did read comments and stuff like that because I was a little baby. I was just trying to see what people were thinking. And then Kayla was just like, stop reading comments. Like, just stop. And so, honestly, I had kind of stopped watching videos and comments. Wow. Because I used to just be like, I used to just look at myself and be like, ugh, like, why you did it like that? But like I said, I had to remember, like, I'm just a dancer. I was just moving how my body moved that day.
Exactly.
Like, and then that's just, it is what it is. I couldn't rerun it and tell the band, run that back, let me do it again. Yeah. You know, so that's true. I just had to realize, you know, I was just in the moment, and I did watch videos still because I still wanted to improve, but I didn't watch it to be like, to critique myself so much. And I really stopped reading comments. Like, I just stopped.
People are brutal.
People are like, we're college students. Like, we're just like y'all. We're not dancing for Beyonce or nothing like that. Exactly. So, yeah.
It seems like your crab class 2015 is super close. What advice would you give another crab class about sisterhood?
I would definitely say patience, humbleness, because people can sometimes come between craft classes because they might have a favorite or something like that, and if you're not strong-headed and if y'all don't talk to each other, it may be easy for people to separate because they might feel like you think you're better than us or anything like that. So I would definitely say spending time together. Me and my craft sisters were with each other like 24/7. Like my friends used to be like, "You forgot about us," and I'd be like, "No, y'all. It's just these just my ride or dies right now. Like we doing everything together right now." So I would definitely say talking to each other, being patient, because some people might have, you know, you can learn from each person. Like, you know, somebody might need more work in different areas, so you gotta be patient and help each other, because it's not just your captain molding y'all. Y'all are really molding each other. Right. Because Kayla always taught us like to dance alike. Like even though we're gonna be different, we still dance alike. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we just, and you can only do that if you know each other and you take the time out to get to learn each other and be with each other.
That's some good advice, though. Hey,
yeah,
that's some good advice. So, what are your thoughts on like 2015 in general? Because all of you guys just left, dispersed. Just I don't know. Like it for me, it's sad. But go ahead.
It is sad. So you mean 2015 the year or our class?
Crab class, yeah.
So 2015, 15. I don't know what happened. It's the reason why it's so sad to me is I really feel like if we all could have been on a team together at least just one more year, all 5 of us, it would have been like pressure.
Yeah.
Like,
and
I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying that I know my craft sisters and they're all so talented and they're all so beautiful. And I really think people gravitate towards our class because we're so genuine and we just be doing what we be doing.
Yeah.
Like, and so I really wish that we all could have been together, but things happen, and I know that we were taken apart not because because of something we did. Right. It was something outside. Right. And everything happens for a reason. So my last year when I decided to quit, when Melody didn't make the team, that's how you know how close we are, because we go, when I feel like something is wrong, it's just wrong, and I can't be a part of it no more.
Yeah.
So, you know, it happened, but even though we never got to dance together as a team, like on the actual team in the year we were supposed to, I'm grateful that people still like gravitate towards us and still like us as a crowd class. So that lets me know that we still did what we were supposed to do in the moment. Yeah. Like in our season. So
the people love y'all. Oh my
I know, God. And I love it. I love
it. And look, it's okay to be cocky because y'all did what y'all supposed to do.
Yeah, okay? We did. Period. We really did.
Period. Can you describe each crab sister in one word?
Okay. Ooh, that's hard. Okay. Let me see. Jay, I would say boss. I would say boss because she just like fly. Everything she do is just so like bossy. Yeah. Melody, genuine. Like she does everything from like her heart. Like she don't do anything out of ill intent. Jordan, I would say, determined. She knows what she wants, and she go do what she have to do to get it.
Definitely.
And then Alex, I would say, like one word. Let me see. It's not one word, but I say life of the party. Alex is just so like down to earth and just so funny and fun.
Silly. Oh my God.
And a goofball. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. Which catch ones did you create?
Okay. I made up I have to do them because I don't know the name from. I don't know if you know, like this one.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
I made up hop, roll, back, down, up.
Yeah.
I made up. I made up this one. Then we go to the back.
Oh, okay.
Then we come that one. What other one did I make up? It was another one that I made up. I got a couple of them.
Baby, you got the good ones. That's right.
Yeah.
What made you not want to come back in 2018? And was it hard making that decision to depart from the team?
Yeah, it was hard. Because every dog wants to finish 4 years. We all want to get our jacket. You know, that's something that we put so much work into.
Right.
Like, I don't think people understand, like, the time and the effort that goes into being a dog. You're there every single day.
Exactly.
You're dancing 7 days a week sometimes because you might have a game or a battle even on Sundays. Mm-hmm. And then you go to practice Monday, Tuesday. Like, it's a ongoing thing. And so whenever you put so much time and effort into something, it is hard to leave. But my thing was, the reason why I left was I just feel like sometimes we're not appreciated. Yeah. And sometimes it's overlooked of how much we go, how much we put into. And it's really just like, it's a college dance team. Like, it's getting up there. I mean, of course, we're more than a college dance team. Yeah. We're world renowned, you know.
Yes.
But at the end of the day, we're just young girls just trying to live our life, trying to find our way. Yeah. And I just feel like it doesn't have to be so hard on, especially dolls, to be cut.
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's a reason to be cut unless there's something that you did that was just like, no, like, right. No, like, okay. But as far as like skills or even like personality, I feel like there's no reason to be cut because that's something that you can fix. There's something, or there's just something that you can easily sit down with somebody and say, this is what I need you to work on. I feel like this will make you a better person. And then I feel like all dolls are receptive to that. Exactly. And they were like, okay, I'll do that because I want to keep this legacy going. I want to be a standard for dolls or whatever like that. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like when that's overlooked, I feel like it's just time to go.
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes I may be like, if I would have stayed, like, that could have still been a different type of, what word do I want to say? That could have still set some type of standard, knowing that, you know, we kind of just sit back and let, you know, the person in front do their thing. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like what I did was for me. Yeah. And that was the best decision for me at the time.
The way you ate that? Yes, ma'am. So, being that in 2019 Jordan came back, did you ever think about coming back in 2019?
We did talk about it, and I was just like, I'm gonna think about it, but I had started getting more deep into nursing school, and I had kind of just started getting a taste of like just a little bit more freedom, being able to kind of like be who I wanted to be outside of doll. So I was just like, and I had taken time out of like dancing. I wasn't really like, cause I was just going in school, like going. So I had stopped like working, brushing up on my technique and stuff. And I didn't want to go in there not prepared. Right. Like, so that's the reason why I was like, nah, I'm gonna just let it go.
But were you still dancing? Like, were you still doing anything? Being that you were
like at the house, like I was still like, you know, brush up on like things. Like I still dance and stuff. Randomly put on music and I just dance like in the house and stuff because that's still a passion of mine. Right. But I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like not a bad taste in my mouth, but after that whole situation, like, I just kind of had to, like, take a mental break. Yeah. So, I was not, like, really, like, doing anything outside of, like, dance. I was really, like, focused on school and stuff. Right. It was just a lot.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
So, what was your experience during the 50th? did you have fun? Like,
yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was like every time I see like old dolls, no matter how many times I've seen them, especially if they're like legendary captains and stuff like that, I'm always in awe because it's just like it's like to see so many talented, beautiful Black women just like make a name and make this so big. Like we are only who we are because of them, you know, because I don't know. It was just so great. Like, I love everybody. I have connections with different dolls from different things, with like being AKAs, from just being nurse, you know, different things like that. So it was really fun. And to have all of my crushes with me again, my captains and stuff. So it was really fun.
Y'all ate, let me tell you, y'all ate the 50th field show down, okay?
Thank you.
Ate it.
I was nervous. I was like, I don't know, it's been a while. I might break my back or something.
Baby, y'all ate that. Ooh. So what was your experience during the HBCU dance affair? Was it like, how did you feel?
The HBCU dance affair was cool. I think I did it twice or three times. I don't know. But the last time the tour, it was what I really enjoyed about it was being able to build relationships with the other dance teams.
Right.
Because we're all so different. Like our styles are all so different, but being an HBCU dancer in general is like we experience the same things.
Right.
So it was really cool to kind of like see them and see how they just be grinding just like us. Like, you know. So that was my favorite experience with the HBCU dance fair.
I loved when you guys took another dancer, like a J set or something, and showed them how to do a count. It was just so cute. Or they teach you guys. It was so cute.
Yeah, all of them, like everybody was so nice, so genuine. Like I really loved it.
Yeah. So we're gonna play Speed Breaker, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so basically I'm going to ask you a question. Well, I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say something and then you just respond.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Top 3 uniforms. Go.
Ooh. Go Beyonce, traditional pumpkins.
Okay. Okay. Least favorite uniforms. 3.
Ooh, I don't remember the name of it, but it's like the first one we wore for my first game. It was like the blue top with the collar and the blue shorts.
Yes.
And white S only because when we wear it the wrong time, it's horrible to dance in. It's too hot. And another one. I think that's really it. I don't think I have another bad one.
Oh, I got a good one. Gold Beyonce or white Beyonce?
White Beyonce.
White Beyonce is cute.
White Beyonce, because when the sun hit it,
yeah.
and it is the all white, when we all be, as a team, all white looks good on us.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And French cut. I like French cut.
Yeah.
Favorite field show?
Wanna Be Starting Something.
Oh, yes. Favorite catch on?
I don't know.
Favorite band? Oh, go ahead.
No, it's too many. I don't know.
Favorite band song?
Power.
Yes. Slow, medium, or fast songs?
Medium.
Stands or field?
Field.
Boombox classic or Bayou classic?
Bayou classic.
Period. What crab sister were you closest with?
Jordan.
Boom. You did it.
Yay!
So, what is it like juggling extracurricular activities, like being on Dancing Dolls and, you know, being in school, being an AKA? Like, how was it juggling that?
So, nursing school, because I wasn't an AKA while I was a doll. So, nursing school and doll was sometimes very stressful because sometimes I was in a mix, like, you shouldn't do this, but I was like, practice this thing or practice or do my homework. And, you know, sometimes pick doll over nursing school sometimes, but which I shouldn't have. Don't do this. Don't do that. But you know, sometimes it's just I never wanted to stretch myself thin.
Right.
So I just made sure that I always just did whatever I needed to do at the time. Like me and Jordan would be studying on the bus. Like everybody be knocked out sleep, and I'd be on the bus reading chapters and writing notes and stuff. So you just gotta do what you gotta do, because if your grade's not right, you can't dance.
Exactly. Gotta keep that GPA up.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna go into some wedding questions. I only have a few of them, not too many. What were your emotions during your probate when your fiance proposed to you?
I was so overwhelmed because, in a good way.
Yeah.
Because, like, me coming out, that was like a big thing. Like, I was like a big moment for me. So I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm really doing this. I'm really actually an AKA. And then I had everybody, looked like everybody in the whole world knew me. So I was just like, I'm just like, I was taking pictures and stuff, and people just started like coming down, like on the floor. And I'm just like, y'all, maybe we should just move. It's just a lot of people right now. Like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And so everybody was just ignoring me. I'm just like, y'all, let's just kind of leave right now. And so people ignoring me, and then like it was just a lot going on. And then when we got to the moment he did, I'm like, well, because we talked about it, but I didn't think it was gonna be like right then, right so soon. So I really had no words. Like in the video, you'll be like me. I was literally trying to keep it together. Like there's so much going on.
Yes.
But it was like definitely a moment. Like I wouldn't trade it for anything.
I know you were happy.
I was so happy. Like I was like so many different emotions.
How was it planning, the wedding during COVID, and how stressful is it?
So I ain't let it stress me out because I ain't planning it. I haven't been really planning it. The good thing is I already had a venue set and some other things already taken care of before COVID happened, or right before COVID happened. So like the big stuff, I was able to take care of that. So like we have a venue, we had the other stuff. But now it's really like with school, I kind of just wanted to get school and stuff out the way, because you really can't plan with COVID because you just don't know. Everything is up. So like I just did little things here and there, and like probably now that I'm done with school, I'll probably like really start getting into the planning.
It's been a hold up. COVID has really held so
like
much
I
stuff
hate it, like having a wedding. And I'm glad that I had already planned to have it in 2021, because if I would have had it in 2020, I would have been stressed and I would have been like so like sad, because I hate when plans don't be able to like go through.
Exactly.
So
I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all the best. Okay, so I'm done with the wedding questions. If you had the opportunity to be on any other dance team other than the Dolls, what dance team would you have considered?
I guess like me going back to being a freshman, if I probably didn't do it. Honestly, I was gonna try out for Golden Blues, because I just want to put this out there. They are great.
Yes.
They do. If people don't know, Golden Blues is a dance team. They dance for like basketball games, and they dance for like student recruiting programs and stuff like that. And they're very versatile. So they do contemporary, hip hop, jazz, like even stands and catch-ons. So I did think about that. I would really like to be a Golden Blue, and then also I would probably say Stingettes, only because I know I probably wouldn't. But
you probably would have made it.
Only because they would probably be the team closest to how we move a little bit. Everybody else would be like, I don't know if buck is the right word for it. I don't know.
Bucky,
bucking. So they do. I ain't got no experience in that. So don't act like my sister does it. She does it like she's really good. But like me, I don't think that kind of even fits my personality. Like, so I would probably say sting it.
Okay. Yeah. I can see you at the
or
sting.
or Incat.
Yes.
I like them. Yes. I like them.
Yeah.
They're good too.
That would have been cute.
Yeah.
If you could have an all-star team of 9 dolls, including yourself, who would be on your all-star team? Now, granted.
Damn. I mean, dang.
You're fine. This is a cousin. We cuss. Now look, a lot of people they go the traditional route. I want to hear your honest list.
Okay. So of course I'm gonna have my crab sisters. Period. Mm-hmm. So that's already 5. Lord Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Oh, baby, that's already T right there.
Let me see. 4. Okay, so I gotta do. So why you do this? Okay, so you know what? To be safe, I'm gonna pull from old.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say, oh my God, I don't know. This is so hard for you.
Okay, you gotta have your mama.
Okay, right. I gotta have Kayla.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say
3 more.
I'm gonna put Sierra on there because you always gotta have that. I'm gonna put Danny. Mm-hmm. Danny Linkford. And
one more.
Casey Griggs.
Yes, ma'am. That's gonna be T. It's gonna be T. That's because you know your crab class gonna be T.
Yeah.
Then you got KP. That's gonna be. Then you got Sierra Cole.
Yes.
Let's take a moment.
Yeah, because see, like, even though I don't have, like, I'm not gonna say half her style, because Sierra still was milking, and you know she's still a doll, but like, she was just so like intriguing to watch. Like, I don't know if it was even just the way she moved. I think it was just her facial expression. Her hair used to be bomb. Like
everything about her.
Oh yeah.
Everything about her was T. If given the opportunity, would you ever consider being a sponsor for the dolls?
No, I would not.
Period.
No, I just feel like that's a lot too, and honestly, I feel like a sponsor should be someone who is like beyond the years, only because like even like 5 years from now, I feel like I'm still too close to home to be a sponsor, because sometimes it can just be like not reliving, but it's just like you just so. I feel like the more far removed, the more you'll let the team be them. Right. And just let them do what they want to do. Because, I mean, like, that's their team. Like, the captains to have their own vision. I would never want to, like, make somebody do something they don't want to do. Exactly. So, I feel like the more far removed, the more the team can, like, be who they want to be. So, unless it's about, like, 20 years or, like, 25 years, now, then I don't want to be a sponsor.
Hey, and I respect it. I respect it. Okay, so my last question. What is some advice you would give to someone that is aspiring to be a dancing doll?
Okay. So, honestly, because of the, like, era we in right now, social media is such a big thing. And honestly, I really feel like, you know, everybody be on social media, people repost things. So I feel like people be looking at the next person that might be on the team. So, like, I would say make sure that you're up to par with who you are as a person first, because now, like, going into being a doll is more than just dance. You have to speak well, because of course, like, people go ask you to, like, can you do this for me, or can you come talk to these girls. So you have to make sure, you know, you have yourself together, that you make sure you like not read the room, but like read the internet. Like look at what they have going on. Look at how they're dancing now, because honestly, the way they dance now is different from even 2015. So if you're looking at 2015 or 2012 videos,
it's
you
totally
need to.
different.
It's totally different. So, like I did, I used to put the video in front of the mirror, and I used to kind of just dance with them. Yeah. I would never dance. I was never dancing like them, but you know, the more you do something, you know, the more you start to feel it or whatever. Right. I would say you don't have technique. Definitely go take some real technique classes. Yeah. Like go to a studio, go to someone who's trained in ballet. Like, get the basics, because, and you don't have to be flexible. Flexibility is not technique. Technique is arm placing, where you know how to point, you know where to place your arms, your lines. Right. So definitely, because that's what we dance with, our arms, our legs, like, you know. So practice that. And you know, do like some, I don't know, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Do some meditation, some stuff.
Okay,
I don't know.
Just be prepared.
But, you know, be all around prepared. Be prepared for the worst. Don't also be prepared to, like, if you don't make it, don't give up. Because a lot of dolls make it on their second time. You know, everybody don't make it on their first time. So if you don't make it your first time, it's okay. Come back the next year. Yeah. Come back the third year. Like, you never know. Yeah. So don't give up. If it's something you really want to do, you can do it. And just keep doing it until you reach your goal.
Period. I want to thank you so much. This was a great interview. Yes, ma'am. All right, that's all I have. You have anything to say to the fans?
Yeah, I would like to say thank y'all for just being so supportive. Even after, you know, dolls, I'm still grateful that people are asking me to do videos and like interviews and stuff like that. So dolls will always be close to me. That's something I did for a majority of my college year. I grew as a woman on dolls. So I just thank y'all for riding with me and you know support.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Right, bye. Okay.